everyone, it's Tana and welcome to another video for the Rabbit Hole Designs. Today I have one card for you and we're going to be using the silly pumpkins, and when I start ink blending we're going to go over the other stamp sets for this month's release. I'll have some more cards in next week's video. So I was playing with these and decided to stamp and mask, and I wanted to paper piece them in colors that were, that fit with Halloween. But I didn't want the same three pumpkins repeated, so I did my best to change up the order a little bit and to just use a stack of two and then use one little pumpkin on his own, and I did leave a little bit of space on either end so it wasn't totally filled up. And because there's so much work on this card, that's why there's only one, but also I wanted the main focus to be the pumpkins and a really big moon in the center. So these are the colors that I've decided to ink up my sky with, and there was Wilted Violet, Villainous Potion, Prize Ribbon, Chipped Sapphire, and Black Soot. Now, I had a problem with the Chipped Sapphire. It was kind of dried out, and I don't have a refill. So then I went to Faded Jeans, and that one was dried out as well. So I pulled in Midnight by Concord and Ninth and only used a tiny bit, and then went on to the Prize Ribbon instead. Okay, so as I ink blend this, now there were quite a few stamp sets in this release. We have the Silly Pumpkins. We have a school set called School Sightings. There's a bigger Halloween set called Spooky Sightings. A second school set that's Play, Learn, Grow. These cute little owls. And then another Halloween set that's called Meowgical. And that's got some cute sentiments on it, like fangs for the treats, Happy Meowloween, I Purred a Spell on You, Boo, Halloween is Meowgical, Too Cute to Spook. Like I said, I'll do at least 2 or 3 cards in next week's video. I came back from vacation and doctor's appointments and school starting, and everything was just a mess. And this was just a very work-intensive card, so I only had time to make one. But because I'm using the slimline and I'm using it landscape, I didn't want the colors to be blended so much on the top, as in you're looking at this very narrow scene and the ink colors are going side to side. So you can still tell that the sky is lighter towards the moon and darker as you get away from the moon or move away from the moon, but not so much on the top because the moon comes down from the top of the card. Now moving on to the Black Soot. I'm just doing a fine line of it all the way around the 4 sides. I made sure I covered the entire bottom though, because I actually wanted the pumpkins to not look like they were floating in midair. I wanted them to look like they were sitting on something. That way that darkness gives the illusion of something solid underneath. And I left the mask for the moon on. And now we're going to get into mica sprays. I ordered a bunch in this past couple weeks. So we have Phantom, Mist, Frozen Fog, and Hocus Pocus. I did use a little bit of Avriel Clear Sparkle Spray as well. And I made sure I heated that as much as I could. Make sure it's dry before we move on to our next step. And that mask had so much mica spray on it. I was very careful not to get it all over my bright white moon. Here I'm going to remove some of the masks, but we still need to ink up the second part of our moon stencil. So I'm going to remove the tape from the first one and stick it on the second stencil. And then place that over our moon. And I'm using Lost Shadow for the moon itself. And I believe after, I'll go over it all lightly, just the moon, with a very light coat of the Lost Shadow so it's not stark white. Now we'll remove the rest of the masks. And I realize that I may have overdone it with the pattern paper, but I wanted stuff to choose from, and I can always save it for a different card. And now I have the Precision Glue Press, given to me by a very dear friend. And I have to say, after using it, I love this thing. There's like no putting it together or anything like that. It comes with one full bottle, of Tonic Nouveau glue, which is one of my favorites, with a fine tip on it, on the nozzle, and also an empty bottle, which has a slightly larger nozzle for thicker glue or glossy accents, anything like that you want to put in it. And that tip, when I first opened it, I was like, why won't this stand up straight? Nobody else is having a problem with it. You have to make sure the bottle is snapped all the way into the gun, if that's what you want to call it. Once you do that, it sits in there just fine. So I did outline all my fussy cut pieces with a black marker. And I used the Precision Glue Press, is that what it's called, for the very first time, and it was so easy. And you can let out as much or as little glue as you can, which I think is really nice because I always end up with too much when I squeeze it myself. So all the stems and the leaves I did in different pattern papers of green. And then the pumpkins themselves I did in yellow, orange, purple, and then there's one gray and one pink one as well. And it was simple paper piecing. I didn't cut around the leaves that would be underneath the pumpkins. I did not cut out their eyes and mouths. I decided I was going to do something else with that. Excuse me. So I rushed into my bedroom to finish my voiceover because my fiance came home with groceries and was making a lot of noise and now having a little bit of a breathing issue. So if you can hear that, I apologize. So you can also fit Nouveau drops in here, like these are glow drops. Just be careful because if it's not a screw on top on whatever you're using, it can push the plunger tip out. So you want to make sure it's not clogged when you put it in and that the cap is on tightly. And I use all 4 of the glow-in-the-dark colors I have. So 2 for each color I had. 2 with blue, 2 with yellow, 2 with pink, and 2 with green. But they all have glow-in-the-dark faces. It is daytime though, and this video was supposed to be up today. I'm running extremely late, guys. So I do not know if I'll be able to squeeze a glow-in-the-dark picture in here. We'll see. And then I took that Too Cute to Spook from the Meowgical stamp set with the cute little kitties. And I stamped it out in black and you couldn't see it. And I didn't want to stamp it on the moon. So I pulled out my holographic embossing powder and used that. And then I glued the whole thing onto a black card base. And that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you saw here today. And don't forget to check out Instagram, where there's lots of inspiration throughout the month from all the design team members. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.